Hey guys, welcome back to SourceFedNERD. I'm Philip Molina, and while Sam and Whitney are on their way back from Fantastic Fest, we get rewarded with the special guest, the hilariously brilliant Danny Fernandez! Crazy applause, Arsenio-style hooting!
Yeah, awesome! I love you all in a deeply platonic way.
Hey, Danny, you smell that?
No, that wasn't me, no.
No, it's that time of year.
Oh yeah, right.
It's the superhero TV show's fall premieres.
Right, that smell that we all know.
It smells like unnecessary leather. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Luke Cage, Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends, Gotham, they're all back, or almost back. And we've got lots of news about them, but first up, because Sam would slap us silly if we did not react to it, let's talk Flash. Did you see the new trailer?
I did, yeah. It was 45 seconds of happiness and then 15 seconds of you done messed up real bad, Barry.
And that's why you don't mess with the timeline. Again and again and again and again and again and again.
Yeah, last season, Barry went back in time again and prevented his mom's death, and this season premiere is dealing with the ramifications of that. Everything is different now.
Dogs and cats love each other.
People eat spaghetti at the movies.
And Fantastic Four is the best Marvel movie.
It's unthinkable, and it's basically the Flashpoint storyline from the comics.
Except kind of not at all, because as we've recently learned, it's only gonna last an episode or two, and they're not gonna make it all post-apocalyptic war between members of the Justice League, and they're not gonna even let it affect the other shows, really, which is the best part about the comics. Actually, quick spoiler from Flashpoint, when Flash is trying to fix everything, he teams up with Batman, except in that timeline, Bruce Wayne was shot in the alley as a little kid, and it was his daddy, Thomas Wayne, that becomes Batman, and I so wish they would have done that in the TV show, except it'd have to be the CW version of Batman, which is Arrow, which means that Oliver's dad, Robert Queen, would have become Arrow, and actually they teased an Easter egg of that last season on Earth 2, and also here's a fan picture of what could have been.
Let us mourn the Flashpoint CW storyline that will never be.
So say we all.
Okay, yeah, well, all of that said, this trailer does look like a lot of fun.
True that. It actually looks like they got Kid Flash super right. Like, the costume is solid, the relationship with Barry is great. I love the line where he's like, "Don't call me Kid Flash," and Iris is like, "Shut up, Barry's the Flash."
It shows how far Barry has come. He's so legit. I'd love to see Wally and Barry speedster race.
Hell yeah. I'd also love a good speedster fight this season, like if the show can figure out its fight choreography. But imagine if they did it like how they do Quicksilver in the X-Men movies, but with fighting. That would be amazing. But you know what's not amazing?
The super dorky looking costume for the Flashpoint villain, the rival.
Yup.
Yeah, like, what is that? What is even on his head? He looks like a poorly evolved Mudkip.
He looks like someone tarred and defeathered Hawkman.
Okay, yeah, but his voice is solid, though.
He sounds sufficiently creepy, though super hard to understand. Like, I know he did not say this, but his last line in the trailer could easily have been, "A little Quaker in your poops would be appropriate." Watch, listen.
A little Quaker in your boots would be inappropriate.
Are you guys all the way hyped for the Flash premiere next week, or are you just kind of meh?
Do you wish they would do more of the epic parts of Flashpoint? Head nod, head nod, head nod, head nod.
Moving on to other superhero TV show news, we've got another trailer for Luke Cage.
The show is almost out already, so there wasn't so much new footage, though there was a great moment at the end of the trailer where Luke meets METHOD.
Man.
And now I just desperately want to see the Hand versus Wu-Tang.
They did have the PlayStation Mortal Kombat-y game, so I'm gonna predict that is definitely going to happen.
Okay, sure. Also, side note, some of the SourceFedNERD crew is going to be live streaming the day after Luke Cage comes out. Us watching the entire season, basically all at once. You can watch along with us. We might die. Stay tuned for more details in these videos, or also you can follow the SourceFedNERD Twitter account to see how to take part in that.
Is that all for superhero TV news?
Real quick, just a rumor, so we can't say much about it, except please be true. Rumor has it that this season on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we might get to see Frank Castle, aka the Punisher himself, marking the first real crossover from the Netflix corner of the MCU to the ABC primetime blog.
Right, this is speculation based on the fact that the creator of the Punisher was a special guest in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. event at New York Comic Con.
Now, Conway did do some work on Ghost Rider for a little bit, so it could totally just be about that. But he's way more well known for being the man behind the Punisher, which, side note, is the only safe place to stand when the Punisher's around.
Yeah, but I don't know if that show can contain a character like the Punisher, though.
Right, he'd probably just like immediately put a bullet in everyone's head, like right off the bat.
Like, hey, nice to meet you. Frank Castle, was it?
Bullet to the head. I, for one, was really hoping that character would cross over into Civil War, since in the comics he has a really fun storyline like Underground where he's real murdery, but that whole section of Civil War didn't even make it into the movie.
But hopefully you'll still get your Underground murder in the family-friendly primetime slot of ABC.
Probably not gonna happen, but I will hold on to my murdery optimism.
Cool. Up next in space exploration technologies and other sciencey word news, SpaceX, and if you say that 3 times fast, it sounds like you're saying SpaceX.
SpaceX. Oh! 30.
SpaceX, that company founded by Elon real-life Tony Stark Musk, is now one step closer to Mars.
Musk tweeted out these photos of Raptor engines successfully firing from the company's interplanetary rocket.
Although these were the type of Raptor engines that I was hoping for. The Raptor engine has a thrust of about 3 million newtons, and I have the maturity level of your third grade cousin.
Because of the thrust part?
Yeah.
SpaceX also said they might know why that other rocket blew up earlier this month. Apparently there was a breach in the helium system and it caused a sudden explosion. Hopefully you figured that out.
Yeah. Things are looking pretty good with this new rocket, and Musk said he wants to be able to send people to Mars by 2024. SpaceX recently changed the name from Mars Colonial Transporter to Interplanetary Transport System, meaning they could possibly go anywhere, like Jupiter,
Saturn.
or Namek.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And guys, here's my favorite fruit-related things in order. Fruit roll-ups, fruit bats, that fruit wallpaper in Willy Wonka, and fruit ninjas.
If you love fruit, which of course, and if you love ninjas, which of course, you probably own the popular Fruit Ninja game, and like other successful video games, Hollywood needs to make a movie about it.
Why do they need to make a movie, Philip?
Because they can.
That's right, New Line Cinema just announced the rights to make a Fruit Ninja movie. The story will be a live-action comedy following a team of misfits.
Kind of like us.
Aww.
The team is recruited to be fruit ninjas and save the world. And again, it probably has nothing to do with the success of the Angry Birds movie.
Okay, yes, Angry Birds did make 346 million worldwide, and honestly, I'm okay with them doing Fruit Ninjas next as long as it's not Farmville.
Or Candy Crush.
Or Pokemon Go.
She doesn't know. Never tell her. No one tell her.
Don't tell me what. Are you kidding me? Seriously?
So what games do you want to see made into movies? My picks would be BioShock, and it'd be
Okay.
terrifying, and Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, because it's the only Star Wars prequel we ever need.
I respect that. Okay. I'm taking it old school with Diddy Kong Racing, Turok, and Tetris.
Oh, she doesn't know.
That too? You guys, come on. Seriously?
At least it's not a weird porno. What games do you guys want to see on the big screen? Let us know in the comments down below.
And like and subscribe for more SourceFed videos. I'm Danny Fernandez.
And I'm Philip Molina, and I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Whitney Moore, repping Team Nerd at Fantastic Fest, and beating Bree, the Breeze S-Rig, to defend superhero movies, and stay tuned for that video because it's gonna be amazing. But otherwise, that's it for us.
Bye.
You guys will add the smoke?
No, they didn't have the smoke.
But it seems a certain porn company decided to drop the big bucks to make a higher budget parody of the game that is interesting.
That's right. Maker of Memes and Dreams Brazzers has released Oversnatch. That's a C- name if I've ever heard of one. Come on, you gotta try harder.